Welcome to Fighting Internet Nonsense. Very excited to bring to you a nice short little video on propaganda, what it is and how it works. So, propaganda, it is a technique to use emotion instead of reason to kind of persuade you to get you where it wants to go. It's a neutral term. It's not good. It's not bad. It's used all over the place from advertising. But again, neutral term. But a lot of times it's used for nefarious means, and that's what we're going to explore today. All right, so basically on propaganda. So it's everywhere, right? So we got Rosie Riveter Classic. You have college football hype videos. They're showing you the highlight reels. They're not using facts, say, oh, this team's the best because their quarterback passer rating average yards per pass. No, they're showing you the hype video. It's fun. It's emotional, right? Advertising. They're not giving you the specs on the wheel articulation of the Bronco versus the Ranger. They're showing it climbing over rocks. That's cool. That's great. That's fun. Um, Politics, right? This Trump on a tank. Does it inform you of anything? No, but it's Trump on a tank. Okay, that's fun. Great. Joe Biden with the glowing eyes. Same thing. Doesn't tell you anything, but it's propaganda. It's fun. Um, and of course, this kind of stuff, right? So let's look at that. So why do we use propaganda? So like traditional methods of persuasion, what I'm kind of trying to present here is like, here's the facts and data. You know, go look at it. This is my opinion, a good moral way to persuade people. Like, here's the facts, here's the reasoning, here's why you should think this. However, it's complex, it's tedious, it's slow, it's difficult to communicate. That's why I'm doing videos because I want to communicate this stuff. However, propaganda is so easy, it's so fun, and like super easy to share. It's like an image, right? It's a meme, and people love it. People absolutely love propaganda, right? You look on Facebook, especially, like people just share anything, anything. People love propaganda. You probably love propaganda. I like the propaganda, but just understand how it's used and why people are using it. So one thing that I try and ask myself if I see a bit of propaganda is, what emotion are they trying to use to convince me to get me where they want me to go, right? Is it fear? Is it pride, disgust, adventure? Like if it's advertising, like what emotion are they trying to bring out of me to get me where they want to go? Um, and the other thing is, why did they choose that emotion, right? You can look at advertising and they'll, you can see, oh, the Ford Bronco, like adventure, like I get it. Some other political stuff, like why are they choosing that emotion to persuade you? You should think about that. I mean, the answer is because it works, right? That's the simple answer. They're picking that emotion because it works. And fear is a very common one. And so why are they picking that? That's something about them, and this is something about you, right? All right, some key takeaways here. Propaganda is a tool, not good, not bad, but it's a tool of communication. Um, However, it's easily misused, and people love it. They probably don't know that they love it. They won't admit they love it. But people love propaganda. Um, and if you don't believe me, I've posted a lot of long form articles on various social media. Nobody reads that stuff. So I'm trying with some videos, trying with something a little different. Be wary of what emotions they're trying to bring out of you. I think that's very important. And like I said, take a step back. What are they trying to convince you of, and how? And especially the how. The other thing is be wary of propaganda when facts would also back it up, right? If they're just using solely propaganda and they have no facts to back it up, you should be, the spidey sense should be tingling, right? If they're using propaganda and the facts back it up, like that's just two different ways of communicating. The facts don't back it up and they're just using propaganda. Like, you should be very wary. All right, gonna end on a little video. So this is from Sinclair Media. They are a number two uh, media owner in the United States,
Hi,
own
I'm Fox San
absolutely
Antonio's
ton of local
Jessica Headley.
stations.
And I'm Ryan Wolf.
And
Our
I'll just
greatest
let you watch.
responsibility is to serve
They're a
our Treasure
conservative
Valley communities,
media
the El
network.
Paso, Las Cruces communities, Eastern Iowa communities,
And I'm Ryan Wolf.
Our greatest responsibility is to serve our Treasure Valley communities, the El Paso, Las Cruces communities, Eastern Iowa communities,
Mid-Michigan communities.
We're extremely proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But
false news has become all too common on social media,
One-sided
while alarming some media outlets
plaguing our country.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. They aren't true without checking facts first.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
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 This is extremely dangerous to our
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
So again, a lot of news, media, whatever is driven by clicks. Like I said, a lot of times they're trying to scare you. So just keep in mind of those emotions. My personal opinion is like the business news is a much more even-handed way to get your news, because people consuming business news need to make good business decisions and will pay money for accurate information. And so I think that source of news is generally better. It's usually a lot more boring than mainstream media, social media, whatnot, but it's a lot more accurate. So that's it. Hope you learned something.